Phil, throw me your first one.
Man, our first one we got Browns. Are they a Jekyll and Hyde team? What you think?
Man, right now, I'm going to have to say yes. What do you think? It seems like every week we do this where, this week as a Browns fan, everybody's kind of feeling down. I'm sure the team's feeling a little down. And then you get back, against, again, an inferior opponent this week against the Detroit Lions on your home field and probably win. And the pendulum will swing yet again and everybody will be feeling good about the Browns. So, yeah, right now, man, I think they are probably a Jekyll and Hyde team. What do you think?
Maybe, but I mean, I just think they had a bad week, real bad week, but they had a lot of I would call it the clown show, the media, what I'm saying, a lot of distractions, with Odell going to LA and things like that, but they'll turn it around this week, and with a Detroit team like that, I think they can get it done. And I mean, they should get it done. Because if they go, lose two back to back, it's just gonna get harder and harder.
Yeah, and for me, I think that's the biggest thing is now at this point, their backs are against the wall. We hear it time and again, especially with Baker Mayfield. This is how he likes it. He likes when the chips are stacked against him. So here you go, Baker. You're banged up. You got a bum shoulder. You got a bum knee. You got a bum foot. You got a broken humerus. Chips are stacked against you here at 5-5. You still have a big chunk of divisional games left to be played. It's time for him to go out there and show it and turn this thing around from being a Jekyll and Hyde team to a legitimate team that could make a run at the playoffs here.
For sure. I feel you on that one.
How do you think you do that, Phil? Is it just that easy that you need to flush what happened this week, go out there and beat down on a bad Detroit Lions team and get back to the win column? That would make the Browns 6-5, and then they still have 2 back-to-back games against the Ravens, 1 more with Pittsburgh and 1 more with Cincinnati. How do they stop doing this? Every week it's a different story. Really, every drive it's a different story where sometimes the defense looks awesome. Sometimes the defense gets gashed for 99 yards. Sometimes the offense looks awesome. Sometimes Baker throws a check down into double coverage and it's intercepted. How do we stop this madness of everything going a different direction all at once?
They're just trying to do too many things, man. We said this early on in the season. You gotta do what works. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't broken, don't fix it. They try to come out here and do all this other crazy stuff, but, man, give it to your dogs in that backfield, man. Run that thing, pound that thing, and then, shoot, everything else going to fall in line.
I think another thing, too, Phil, is a lot of people are starting to give up on Baker Mayfield. Definitely also with Kevin Stefanski, reigning NFL Coach of the Year. It seems like the honeymoon stage is over. Both of those guys got a lot going on. It's very hard for young head coaches earlier in their career, especially coming off of a winning season, to try to duplicate that and replicate it. And for Baker, he's got the injuries. He's got the contract thing. Where are you at with Baker Mayfield? Because there's a lot of people online where, we put out this show every week that are kind of getting a little sick and tired of us singing Baker Mayfield's praises when he's on pace for 17 touchdowns in a 17-game season. That's not great.
It's tough, man. I just feel like he's just trying to do too much. He's not a bad quarterback. It's just I feel as though he's trying to do too much. You know what I mean? He's holding on to the ball and, just, scrambling around and then run out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's not what we want to see. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got a dink and dunk, take your little 3-yard throw, and maybe the receiver can get 3 or 4 yards after that. You know what I'm saying? Don't just, I don't want to throw it to him. Let me check for something deeper. Nah, you gotta go with what works.
Yeah, they definitely need to start getting back to that. And when you talk about not doing too much, I was thinking about this a lot after the Browns lost to the Patriots. A lot of people were hating on Baker. The jokes were, I guess it wasn't Odell's fault after all because Baker didn't look that good. And that's all we heard all week. And you always mention you can't try to do too much. And I was looking at some of the other quarterbacks in the league, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, obviously, some of the older guys that have been there forever, but also Justin Herbert, Kyler Murray, the guys that are kind of coming onto the scene now, Mac Jones. And you look at what all of these top quarterbacks have in common, they have a really solid defense behind them that they could trust. And I think there has to be something mental there as a quarterback where you're sitting on the sideline, there's nothing you can do, and you see a rookie Mac Jones march 99 yards down the field and go 7 of 7 on third downs, and your defense just isn't stopping anyone. So then when you get the ball, you got to go out there and try to play hero. What is going on with this Browns defense, man? It's driving me crazy. I got to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, they're not looking good. You know what I'm saying? On the outside, you got Clowney and Garrett, but they need some help on that interior. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen a lot of Malik Jackson. You know what I mean? I thought they brought him in to be that guy, you know what I'm saying, with the Super Bowl experience and things like that.
Right.
But, I mean, I think they need to beef up that inner line, you know what I'm saying, and maybe get some help in the LB core. You know what I'm saying? We got some young LBs, but they still need help. They might need a veteran guy or something like that. But I mean, they've been doing great. You know, they've been in games, you know what I'm saying, playing bend don't break defense. But you know what I'm saying, it goes both ways. You need help from the offense side of the ball as well as the offense need help from the defensive side of the ball. It's a team sport. So I mean, like I said, it goes both ways.